Hey everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have Qualifier number 15 for the Ocarina of Time Standard Tournament Season 9. Tracking today you got me and Veva, and on comms we have Burrito and Melqui, and they will take it from here.
Yo. Any of the EU morning cool.
The one that was at 4 a.m. Eastern, not live. I did go back and there was a French restream. Pappy Grant did it. Shout outs to him. So if you haven't seen that, you can watch it over on his channel later after this one. Apparently it was pretty heated. Somebody, no spoilers because not even 24 hours. Somebody just nailed the route on that one. So don't want to give anything away, but it's a fun one. Hopefully this one will be fun too, despite us starting with 2 songs, but their lullaby is Saria, and it's a child opener, so I'm sensing a slow start to this seed.
Yeah, I mean, from what I have been hearing as qualifiers have gone on, people expect a very slow first hour of game. Which kind of I don't know if that's necessarily a departure from other seasons or other settings, or if people are just feeling it more in these for whatever reason. But we will see.
No.
And we are doing our countdown. Challenge-Swa, Drunis, Tensei, and Schulzer all today. All kind of on that bubble. Top 32 hopeful.
Oh yeah. I got the entrances this time.
Oh,
Didn't miss
awesome.
it.
Just like the runners, we are improving our screenshotting game.
Yeah, really. I've increased steadily over the season. But we'll get those written into the hints so then everyone can check the entrances. It looks like we're going to see 30, 40, 50 here as everyone else goes around for checks. Somebody's going straight for the song. It looks like 30, 40, 50 is dead. So we're not have to worry about a bunch of tokens.
I didn't quite catch 50, but 30 and 40 definitely dead. I saw A, but no numbers after 50. So we'll have to double check.
Well, I'm sure we'll see 3 more checks here very soon as people get around to it. It looks like Schulzer's going in now. And if you hear a moment of quiet, that's just me being like, okay, well, let me write down all the entrance info and the beds while we clear CAC. So I was going to say this was going to be a slow start, but we started in CAC, so that's a dense place and get around, and there's Requiem. So never mind, we already have a warp song. Okay, yeah, maybe not bad.
Requiem, good. Fire Temple out there in spirit, though. It is another song at least, so kind of hoping for another warp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah. Box.
Oh, huge. Okay. Bombs and hook shots are the things you want to see early. We don't care how out of logic that is right now. That is amazing to see. One of the things that is difficult to keep track of as time goes on is fairy fountains, especially. The one out at Colossus in particular. So being able to catch all of these the first time you're in these areas, you know, Hyrule Castle Fairy, perpetual issue. Water is foolish. Wow.
Not a lot of checks there, but it just means you can go mode water when you're in it.
Yeah.
But hopefully we don't even have to go into. Well, we will have to for the forest medallion, but whatever. Yeah.
Fun song, amazing. And Drew not doing the fairy fountain. I feel like I comms cursed this already by mentioning it, but we'll see.
I mean, I'll go back there eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
One was in Kakariko. Somewhere. Windmill? Windmill.
In the windmill, yep. Yeah, and not using that sun song to set Dempe time, you do have to do that in an area where time passes rather than, like, just in CAC. So a little bit of, not necessarily inefficiency, but perhaps had a set play in mind already, and not diverting from that, not adapting to what you're picking up along the way. Often that's not going to be a huge problem. You never know what kind of benefit you're going to get from thinking of those things.
Yeah, part of this is also, as we've talked about basically every restream, is this is just such an information-dense setting in the beginning with the entrances just being there on the pause screen. Sometimes runners are just going through the motions and they're not necessarily adapting to what they're getting, and they're just more thinking about, where do I need to go after this? Because a lot of these seeds have come down to, hey, do you remember to do that one overworld check all the way out in the corner near Barren Lake? Because if you didn't, you're going to have a bad time.
Looks like we're gonna peek both of these checks here. Dampe's got choose. Okay. With a relatively free, if out of logic, bomb bag. Choose aren't as big, but they are still very helpful throughout the seed to peek things, get through dungeons faster.
What was on the crate? Couldn't tell.
Just some money at Colossus Ferry.
Yeah, it looked like wallet.
Yeah, I believe it was a wallet in the crate. Looked a little more gray than a bomb bag anyway.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuckles. Hi, Rando House.
All right. Well, Malins is going to give us some movement with Prelude, so that would be nice for routing our child segment further.
Yeah. Yep, with that random child spawn, everyone's always hoping for Serenade or better yet, Prelude. Especially people who play on VC, they're really hoping for a Prelude earlier on. That save quit does add up over the course of a seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to pick the silo. There's another bomb bag back there. So, you know, if anyone skipped flame storage for the bomb bag in Composer's Grave, they're going to get bailed out going to Lomon, as long as they do that before they go to Adult.
Yep. Looks like Schultzer is probably going to be doing that. And you know, it's not the worst thing to decide to stay in logic in these seeds. That's what another kind of thing people have mentioned as the season goes on. Going out of logic is even harder to keep track of, it seems, when you are also trying to think of what are my new requirements to get into X dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely. The paths and the hints and keeping track of logic just for dungeon entrances is, I think, a growing pain for those who aren't used to that. Hensai might be the first to go adult here, not opting to not do child market yet.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Drew walking out, which is usually indicative of a potential Valley Lake play. It could also
Yeah,
be
it
going.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder
might-
if he's just like, I am not ever not going Valley Lake. Oh, that's the backwalk to market.
Oh, gonna do some field checks.
Yeah, Market Grotto, and then maybe he's also trying to burn time of day so he doesn't have to play Sun Song.
Interesting. Market to King Dodongo. So our Kokiri sword should be in market somewhere. Okay. Valley has hinted the 2 checks that you would do as child, so don't want to do that after all.
You don't want that capacity upgrade?
I mean, if you don't read the hint, maybe.
Was that Harrow Castle foolish?
Yeah.
It was on Tensai. They saw it in the grotto.
Yep.
Okay, so we got our foolishes out of the way. We have 1 path hint so far. We got a dual hint. I didn't see all of the hints Tensai saw at Temple of Time when exiting, so...
Market's definitely path to King Dodongo. There was another path hint, but I don't recall what it was, unfortunately. Oh.
Dorinia's Dance is a tunic. Graveyards to Volvagia.
And Valley Hammerrocks also hinted. So Valley is dead to us today.
That Graveyard Path to Volvagia is probably just Requiem for Spirit Entrance, but clear your paths.
Yeah, that's a lot of interesting info if that is the case.
Yeah.
Because it opens up a lot of options as far as, okay, where are our hook shots? Where's Epona? Where's our lens and our magic?
There's Kokiri Sword Market. You called it.
Not a lot of options when it comes to King Dodongo, especially having a bomb bag already known. Odds are that other bomb bag could be locked, but we also haven't seen Mido's house. There could very well just be one.
Yeah, so we have Minuet on Storms. So getting another Warp Song, that'll get us a bit more movement and checks.
Minuet is my favorite.
Yeah, Sacred Forest Meadow kind of sucks to get to. Oh, there's this Din's hanging out with the cow.
All right,
Thanks,
all
cow.
right.
Pet it before you leave.
What's in shadow today? Spirit. Spirit and shadow, both stones today.
I think Dampe's hot hint was Light Arrows and Shadow Temple. Tensai reads too quick for me, so...
No.
To be fair, I'd rather have it in Shadow Temple than Spirit, since Spirit is in the Shadow entrance. That kind of sucks. Shadow Temple's is forest, so once we get Hookshot, at least we could get in.
True, true. And Drew seemingly going to stretch out this child segment a little longer, probably to go turn in that Kokiri sword. I don't hate that, knowing that you can then complete a dungeon. I think that helps kind of the mental game, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's also DC, so there's a good amount of checks in there. You have hints in there, and then since you're at Deku, you have hints outside of it, so it's a lot of information as well. I was actually wondering if Schulzer was going to do the same, but it looks like Schulzer might, and they just might march out from... I wonder if this is CAC to DMT to Goron City and to Lost Woods, and they're just going to extend it out but the other direction. Or they just might exit and go straight to Kokiri. Nah, this is DMT.
Oh. I'm so sorry, I need to step away for a second.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, we just finished Dampe's race. Tensai is getting junk out of it, but it's going to take the piece of heart to fill up. Shalinswa is going to get the Kokiri Sword and Market. We'll see if they extend their child segment as well. Tensai is the only one being aggressive on the adult play right now. Schulzer's first up DMT And Drunus is gonna be grabbing the K-Sword chest, which always easy to abandon, but it looks like it's heart. Only thing is, I think he's gonna have to walk out of here, and that's kind of stinky, but everyone loves warping out of here. Dude, he paused for the rock? I just let it hit me. But Drew's a top 32 contender like everyone else on Restream right now. They're either trying to lock it in or get up there. So right now, I think Shaonsua is in the strongest position. No score under 900 right now. This is their 7th race, so they're trying to just bump that up a little bit. Megaton Hammer and Death Mountain Trail, by the way, for Shulls are behind the bottom of the wall. So that Path to Evolve is looking to be Requiem if Hammer was there. Inside playing Minuet and leaving. Looks like he got Serenade off Minuet when I wasn't looking. Thank you, Baseball, for the affirmation. Tensai going back child, not feeling like they're getting enough work there. That was a 7-minute adult segment. They were in there at 7 minutes, back to child. It looks like extending out this child one segment is going to be the play for most runners in this qualifier. Looks like Tensai wasn't getting what they wanted out of being adult. I think they just wanted to push song checks. And there's our Goron tunic from Dad. It's always good to pick up a shirt from Dad. Don't want to go unclothed if you don't have to. Oh, absolutely. If you get tunic, you don't have to worry about collecting as many hearts. Because we do have to do Fire Temple today. So why manage the fire timer when you don't need to? And then we have some child market going on still again. Drunus heading up to Lost Woods, it looks like. Having open Deku. Going to do Deku as adult. It is a little bit faster. And since Drunus doesn't know this, but he's going to find Minuet as soon as he gets around to Windmills. So getting over here is not going to be too difficult. Another hint for Drew. Big Goron. Check. Claim check is dead. It's just a green rupee. We're not seeing Greg today. Sorry, everybody. And then Hot Rodder in GC for Schulzer is more choose. 11. So what, he got like a 10-pack, then a 5-pack, I think. And then we're not leaving Skull Kid behind today in Lost Woods for Scale. Ooh, that's actually spicy. If you get any Lost Wood hints, we're going to have to keep that Scale in mind. Since we did start with Saria's song today, so it was just right there. And there's a big box for Schulzer. 2 important items inside GC. Ooh. Gans Castle might be important today. Ah, it's just a bottle. I always love to see something important in Gans Castle, but, you know, those just might be wallets, other bottles. We'll see. All right, so Tensai's wrapping up Child Night Market. Shaolin Swall's turning in that mask. It's really easy to forget grabbing Skull Mask, personally speaking, because they always have to set it up. I always walk by Happy Mask shop like 2 or 3 times before doing it. But Drunus is doing the Akari minigame for the fans, and also with the items we have and the routing we're taking right now, you could basically clean up everything of Lost Woods minus Target in the Woods. So if that check is important, I think everyone's just going to say, I'll just lose. That's so easy to open right now. And there's Song of Storms on Saria. That is not bad. So Shaolin Swa doing going up DMT like we saw earlier with Schulzer instead of going out across. Schulzer getting another big chest in SFM Grotto. And we're getting more hints here. There's our Valley Duel hint again. Schulzer pulling a big Goron sword. Everyone's favorite time save, right? Ooh, I didn't see what Tensai just pulled there for a hint. Yeah, bottom of the well is in well today, so yeah, we will be able to use that Song of Storms like Soy Sauce is pointing out in chat, or Soya Sauce, I missed the A, and get into well if we want. It's a good density play. Well, Mel, lots happened in the small time period you left. We found Hammer in DMT, so that Graveyard Path to Evolve is looking more like Requiem unless it's pointing at the bombs. But we found bombs here 0, so Other thing is scale in Lost Woods off Skull Kid. Just keep it in mind for further path hints. And then Sorry teaching Song of Storms. That's basically everything important. Shulzer and Shallenswall went back to Childcack, then up DMT. Drew went across Hyrule Field. I think Tensai did the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes, no matter how hard you plan, your pets have other ideas. Hi, Diesler.
Okay, so that path earlier, Oak, helped me out there in chat. We have Zora's Domain to Bane.
This question: if Death Mountain Trail was a level on Peak, which way would you climb? I mean, I can speak from personal experience. As a child, I just went straight up. Obviously, we're supposed to climb the whole way, right? With our little Hylian shield. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that opponent's hit. I just didn't see what it was top. Oh, that was Ocarina of Time.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah?
Could also mean that we need to climb in fire for another hook shot. Logically. We'll see what the runners choose to do, if they push a second hook shot, but with some tricks that have been discovered and are allowed. We don't necessarily need long shot.
Long shot's optional this season, you heard it here, folks. You just have to remember it for your path logics. Don't worry about it otherwise.
Yep.
Just water hop. Oh yeah, I forgot we found that inside Ganon's castle has 2 major items, which got me excited. Because we haven't seen inside of Ganon Castle really in any qual mean anything yet.
Interesting. So, Deku Fire, light arrows being in shadow, I believe you said?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's just the forest entrance. It might not be that deep. Deku. GTG. Interesting. So, let's just assume Requiem is path, because behind it somehow is our horse and our other hook shot. We might be looking at a logical AD.
Yeah, but that's stinky.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that it is, but I'm not gonna forget that that's a potential.
All right.
I'm not doing
sure
AD just yeah.
Like doing AD for Epona song or what? For I guess Saria's that wouldn't feel pretty bad too. Shulzer's first in the well. Shulzer doing the density play unless there's some path in here that I missed. I think this is just a density play though.
Yeah. Which is an interesting density play, knowing that you have
there was a well to Goma
also available. Oh, well is to Goma. Okay.
Got it.
So we might go here.
This could be...
It's probably just...
something to get across the bridge, right?
So like
it's to... Or it could be Slingshot. Can we get trolled on this?
Yeah, Yeah, if it's a slingshot, which is the kind of traditional Goma path, like, thanks, game.
Strength.
Oh, a strength. You know what requires a strength? Forest.
Perseverance in the
Stone.
face of... Oh, okay.
Stone forest.
Cac teaches Bolero. Burning Cac.
Ooh. Interesting.
Which... Fire entrance is Forest Temple.
Yeah, we don't need to go there as child, hopefully. It could be strength 2 for GTG, yep. Could be strength 2 for spirit. Oh.
Could be strength 2 for my big gulp.
Two of our stone forest items, you say? Yeah, I mean, there are so many possibilities. I'll be quite honest, I don't think anyone really cares about a path to Goma in this scenario, except for that it can tell you about the seed. We have Requiem, we can reverse. The bow is helpful because they can actually, you know, beat the dungeon with it.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly both, Diesler.
Yeah, no, I was trying to watch what Schulzer was pulling from Well, and I'm like, okay, well, I missed one of the boxes. Try and reverse engineer based on tracker, but I don't know if they clicked it yet.
It's too early in 2026 for this. Ooh, double defense. See, if this were me, I'd be grabbing that. Give me the health.
Yeah, you want the this takes longer to die item?
Yeah, exactly.
I respect
I am
it.
bad at this game. These players are not bad at this game.
No. Again, these are all top 32 contenders. I talked about that a little bit after you left. Oh, there's Lens. Yay. Lens path to Goma, please.
What is this well?
Oh, there's Hookshot. Okay,
Wow.
come on, that's probably
just
it,
go
right?
bottom of the well. My goodness. Bountiful of the well. No bait today.
People were throwing wishes into that well, but all the wishes stayed in the well.
I'm gonna... to well...
Oh my goodness, Shoulder, stop getting big chests. Eye drops. We know it goes to junk.
That one we don't need.
No, that one you can leave. There's another big chest in the well. Was it all big chests and keys? What
it was
fuck?
It was basically all big chests and keys. There was at
That's
least
crazy.
one small. The first.
Oh my god! It's
See,
shield.
what I love about this well is that it's just increasing my theory that it's logical AD, and the hilarity of that being the stupidest possible jet, because it expects you to do Spirit, Forest, and Shadow. Extremely long dungeon.
Yeah.
No, and we're just gonna be like, nope. Bye.
Bottom of the whale. It's true. Our runners are going whaling in here right now. They're
amazing.
All right, so our path from well to Goma is strength, lens, hookshot, mirror shield. I don't know why I write double defense. It's definitely not double defense.
That's fabulous. Exactly, Jax. Nothing about that. Nothing about that suggests that it's not logical AD. Yeah, we have the forest starter kit. Mirror shield towards our stone spirit.
Also, I just want to point out, Shelzer just goes, Shelzer's like, I don't care about this domain path right now, I'm going adult. I'm like, absolutely, dude. After that, well, go adult. You have so much you can do. Okay,
Yeah.
there was a huge rupee in the casket, so it wasn't all items and keys. It was just a bunch of money, all items and keys.
Yeah, I'm very curious what this seed expects us to do. Challenswa, currently the people's hero. Child DC, because this is easily the scenario where I think Child DC, like opting to do Child DC makes sense.
It saves you some walking as adult. Like, you don't have to walk back here later. And we have Choose, which Challenge Swa is putting on right now to open up the head.
Yep. Yeah. So, it being a Deku and having to open it with the Kokiri Sword as Child anyway is probably the one scenario outside of obviously it being in Jabu that it just takes too much time to age change and hike back here as adult that whatever time you're saving in the dungeon, I mean, it's gone anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, tried an alternate setup, but reverting to the kind of tried and true, more traditional one.
Alright, so Drew pulling a big chest from Domain. That's our hover boots to... So is that our path to Vane? Oh yeah, Shadow Temple. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, soya sauce. Basically every item we found in the well could suggest logical AD to cross the bridge for access to that GTG entrance. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it from that platform before. I've seen it from the leftmost platform. So Drew...
There's probably like 5 ways to do it. I've seen so many. And yeah, as Jack's pointing out in chat, we actually don't need Slingshot for Deku with this item set up, so this is interesting. I do like Drew getting around to do set Scarecrow. That's something that's been out of the way this season, so he's not forgetting about it.
Yep. Yeah, and our child spawn does not allow us to access the GTG entrance, just like Jax is saying, so that bow itself could just be the requirement. We do have the trick turned on to shoot through the torch in the basement, so we don't require the magic and a fire source. Rudo's letter.
Yeah, letter into Dongo's Cavern.
That could be interesting. I mean, it's always an excellent comedy option to have a vanilla Rang. We have that to potentially look forward to. This is potentially logical AD for access to GTG here, because we have a, so far, or is it confirmed now, Requiem path? Did we see everything?
There was nothing on Danpei Racing, and yeah, because there was a tunic on Dad, so it's not weird tunic logic either. So
Okay, it's
yeah,
confirmed.
pretty sure it's right.
So yeah, so that means crossing there is somehow locked behind it.
Wow, big box
so in
and
this
deck.
case, yep.
Since I missed the chest with the eye drops,
they are marked on his personal tracker. We do know that that check is dead, though. But no.
Deku gave us iron boots, by the way. So
Okay. We like that.
I'm waiting for the curveball from this scene. So far, it's being suspiciously polite.
Yeah. Don't be suspicious. All right. This is one of the things that helps a lot, but not putting that off is still a decision that you have to make. So everyone should be on equal footing. Yeah, challenge wall again. Doing child DC. If you've never seen this before, it's a commitment. I don't know how many times I died trying to do this dungeon as a kid.
I am guessing that Shalanswa saw something on the bomb bag chest, which is why they're going around right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, unfortunate when you see something there, because opening the eyes with choose, you don't need to do this segment.
These jumps always make me nervous, because you get hit by the fire, you're going to have a bad time with that Deku shield.
Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, we've already opened the Deku entrance, so, like, yeah, we might need one. Might make things go a little faster, but the big necessity is already out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was a heart chest, too.
Oh, fire arrows. Fire arrows in DC. We already had Dins, so that's not
So
super
close.
exciting, but cool. Or somebody found Dins. Not everyone went in Impa's house. I think it was literally just
Yeah, just Tensei so far, it looks
Tensei.
like.
Open Shadow Trial. There are 2 important items in Dan's castle
true.
today. So
That's
that's
true.
yeah.
That would definitely be locked behind fire completion for that second hook.
Alright, so Shells was the first one to actually complete a dungeon, having finished Deku at GTG entrance after 35 minutes, and is now heading out into field. Let's see, where are they? Looks like he's looking to go... Is he open for the Poe to show up? I think so. Horseless Poe. No, bad luck. It's alright. He's gonna go check the Tectite Grotto since he has boots, so he could get it if it's important. After that,
Tensei lost his shield, and just for the insult, killed the keys. I approve.
yeah, why not? Keys are rude.
Keys are rude. Going for
And always
double
a nice spot to
refill
farm up some
here.
farms. Yep.
Nice. I can't hear Drew, but I know that he just said, holy, seeing that last big chest in the well.
Yeah, I'm sure our runners who are seeing this, like, Shulzer's very, like, pumped, like, because Shulzer on Restream basically went to well almost immediately after getting storms, so he's like, oh yeah, this is it. Where Drewnis obviously didn't get there as quickly, so Drew's like, I should have just gone well first.
Yeah. Though, it's not like Drew wasted time, really setting up Scarecrow. That's something that you're definitely going to want to be thinking about, knowing that it's very likely Longshot is behind fire, meaning, you know, Pixel Shot? Not an option today, more than likely.
Yeah. You checking frogs?
Yeah, this was something, I thought. Maybe those
We
are
did get a
weird.
frog's hint. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Soldier's gonna go do adult DC here. Shao and Swall getting slingshot off King Dodongo.
So if we thought Slingshot was, gonna... You know what? No, Slingshot was never gonna be a thing.
No,
We already went over this.
that's okay.
Don't mind me.
I mean, Shao and Swall can go do Target of the Woods and just have full Lost Woods completion, I guess.
Yeah. See,
Alright, Drew's gonna find his dins here.
yeah.
And Tensai's almost upriver. Oh, we're getting out of here. Never mind.
Yeah, so we need Rang and Magic. For sure.
Yeah, it's looking like it has the potential to be quick. That ring or magic could, well, ring more likely could be very late.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, no Baronade paths.
No, I think it's just because it's light medallion, so everything's screaming Rainbow Bridge, especially if one of those two items inside Ganon's castle is our ring. Who knows?
Well, if that were the case, we would be guaranteed. Well, not necessarily guaranteed, because the others would then be boss keys, so we have those.
Oops needs strength 3 seed.
No.
Densai's first in the shadow, though, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing scary about going into shadow is you don't know how deep these light arrows are. So if you get back to Spike Wall, oof. Still
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you pull the block in this case.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, we do have a strength to do that.
It could be Tensai read that 2 major items in Gan's castle and is just thinking, maybe I'm supposed to get in there sooner than later, so maybe lights aren't that deep.
Yeah. Did Schulter go mode DC?
Considering how short it was, probably.
Is it just that much faster?
No, I think he go mode. I think he just opened the head and went straight back to the boss, and then if he wants to go back and clear stuff, he can.
Yeah. That's bold, but if Schulter is thinking, like, what we're thinking, that this is a kind of bait logical AD jet seed, I respect the gamble.
See, here's the problem, though. Rudo's letter's in there, and we need to get into Jabu entrance today.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to go back in there at some point.
Yep. Yeah. I still respect it. It may not be the right call. He didn't do DC. Okay, thank you. I was like, I know adult DC is faster than child, but it's not that much faster. Yes.
Your last location.
Man,
I
do believe that's true.
Well, I don't think he'll last location it. I think he'll go, well, I left DC and there's a bunch of boxes in there. Like, it might not be the first place he goes. Oh, Ice Cavern teaches Nocturne. I didn't see that earlier.
Interesting. Ice is... Oh, in DC. Okay.
We're hoping we don't need that.
We have bottles for that. We don't want to go there, but we can.
Yeah, right.
Alright, light's not in early shadow to be expected with hovers, but there's always hope that it's in, you know, just those next two.
I think as long as you get it before the boat, you're going to be happy.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything stopping magic from being in here, though. So.
The way opening up Fountainous Child, just taking the longest child one, has not gone adult once yet. Alright, shells are going to show us what's on Bolero.
Oh, yes. We started with 2 songs today, so one of our song checks was going to be an item. And it was junk today.
Cool.
Where was Hammer? Skull King?
Hammer was in Death Mountain Trail behind the wall, where Drew is right now.
Right here. Okay.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
Magic
I
one
like
on
that there's
Bongo.
some variance in what we're seeing here.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a seed where routes have diverged pretty quickly. Everyone's in different spots right now. We've seen some seeds this season where the seed kind of puts you a bit on rails with either the hints or just with the availability of items. So you see people basically in step with each other for 45 minutes or an hour. This one, though, pretty much at the, I don't know, I want to say maybe like 30-minute mark. They're all in somewhere else. Everyone was different at that point.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at our runners trackers, which cannot be seen on Restream, unfortunately. But all of our paths are basically already resolved. So this is one of those seeds where it is going to start being like... Oh, there's lights. Okay.
Cool.
The decisions that you make are really going to determine how you do versus other people. Wow, an orange rupee. Nice. Oh, Forest Temple has 3? Did we know that?
I don't think we did. I think that was the last major check. I think now we have all of the hints except for maybe like some of the sometimes hints.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we... Let's see. I'm seeing 3 on Tensei's.
Also, don't know if we saw what's on Skull Mask hint.
Yeah. It was
that's
nothing.
Otherwise, I have something written for everything.
Yeah. Oh, blue fire arrows.
Oh, there we
not
go.
Nothing.
BFA.
Not needed, but not nothing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna really like march out though for an ice that you might not have to do because again, we might not need that Nocturne.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was early in DC, so that's good for Schultzer when he does go back.
Yeah, he'll basically just flip the switch in the middle room, and then he'll go over to the other side and get it pretty quickly, and then he'll just leave. I say, we don't need Nocturne, but Schultzer's in here getting Nocturne.
Yep. And Chalenswa is resetting, I assume, about to do Bottom of the Well, so they'll be on the same track as is because it's in Deku.
Yeah, Chalenswa is going to get loaded on items here and well. And if they don't go adult after this, I'll be like, what? Oh, they want to check what's on 10. I didn't know they had 10. Another
Oh.
wallet. Cool.
Is that vanilla?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
I think that's the second time we've had a vanilla wallet in Quals.
That's great.
That's the secret.
That's awesome.
Alright, so new information for this in our restream is Tensai getting to the ferry. Has already found light arrows, but I think they're going to at least go push the block. In case they need to come back. And then Shells are in ice. We know Nocturne's at the end from a hint. And Drunus, I do like this in Forest. We know there's 3 major items in here. Forest is obviously a dungeon that takes a long time, but with the items that we have, we could do all of Forest if we felt like it. So it kind of makes you feel like you're supposed to be in here sooner than later.
Yeah, I like it, but I also don't like it. Partially because I guess Drew doesn't actually have the important items. Oh, okay. Has some time slots for them. Does not have the hint that Forest has 3 important items. Doesn't have the rest of the path hints. Doesn't have the dungeon foolish hint that may exist. We know that it's water, but he doesn't know that. Yeah, I like it if it works. I just worry that Drew's at too much of a info disadvantage right now for this to be a good choice to make.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Speaking from having all the info.
Comparatively on Restream here, again, you can't see the runner's trackers, but we can see that Shulzer has all the important hints written down, Tensai has all the important hints written down, except for that Death Mountain Trail hint, which is the Force Majors. And I know Shaolin Swa hasn't gotten them all yet, but has been pretty thorough.
Yeah. Was the Forest one by Big Goron?
Yes, it was up on DMT there.
So Drew has that, just hasn't marked it.
Oh, there's our second strength.
I hate it.
Hey, it's
that's
just
not
the first
strength
courtyard.
locked, folks. That's not strength locked.
Okay, so Shells are finished as ice, and I don't think gets anything from it other than Nocturne. So again, if we don't need to go into Spirit today, it feels kind of bad, man. But we'll see. Maybe Shells cooking something.
Yeah.
It's gonna go back for Blue Fire for the king.
Yeah. Yeah. Drew not doing DC or Deku is a little surprising. Is that Colossus left hand is boss key?
Yeah, I think that was our second copy of it too.
Okay.
Maybe Shelter just really wanted the Nocturne for movement.
Could be.
Could be.
I don't hate it. Challenswa probably also running through the multiple, what is this bottom of the well? What am I looking at? Bottom of the well is path to what again? Yes.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
showing
Drew.
off.
Oh,
no.
He went for the swag but missed it.
Yeah, I was like, this is so swaggy, but... This time, surely... Oh, no, resetting, okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Hovers in the dungeons where you're not supposed to have hovers is so nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Saves a lot of time.
Chancellor.
I think this is an intentional
it?
death to get back up. They
Is
haven't done dead hand yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, there's another slingshot in forest. Was that our 3 majors? Yes. Yes?
Mm-hmm. At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2. I was like, what was the third one? Oh no, he is going back in.
Yep. Going in
yep.
for lights.
Yep. Yeah, so there's one more major item in forest somewhere.
Hello. Welcome in.
We are in the is this logical AD waiting room,
Yeah.
basically, at this point, because like as you mentioned earlier, Mel, all our paths are effectively resolved. So we're just kind of like, all right, where are the items at now? What's going on?
Yeah. Practically, we're just missing Rang and Magic. And we have no real lead on Rang. We
Nope.
do have a somewhat lead on Magic, potentially. Just in that Requiem is required to get access to Volvagia. So, we'll see.
This is a rare qualifier though, where everyone's doing something different pretty fast within the seed. Like as we were talking about earlier, everyone's somewhere else right now, and all of them have other things to do when they're done with their current activity. No one's really getting locked on progression-related things.
Yeah.
So I could see this being a jet if it keeps going smoothly for everybody, but yeah, that ring is looming, and maybe Magic 1 is filthy. Who knows?
It could very well be.
Yeah, because our bridge requirements are we didn't need magic for light arrows and shadow. We don't need magic for Queen Goma. This is Volvagia. We're like, okay, that's our spirit medallion. Technically don't need magic there, depending where the boss key is. How did Shulzer enter Deku? Does he have Epona or Requiem? He has Requiem, so he reversed.
Yep. Which is what we would expect everyone else to do as well. We do need magic for logical AD. So we don't have a Path of the Hero hint, which suggests that magic is required in some way to beat the dungeons.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if the paths are trying to tell us something based on what path we don't have. That's come into play in a few qualifiers, some very recent ones, where because we didn't have a path hint for a high priority thing, it means this other thing. And that's just a skill set you have to learn over time doing these randomizers, is not just asking yourself what my path hint means, but what does my lack of a certain path hint mean? And that's where a lot of people can get skill checked easily.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where these items land. Challenge is in fire, so we might just get some answers pretty quick here. Very possible that our other hook shot is like right here, or our magic.
Well, there you go. Cool, you evoked it. Good job. And there's our boss key.
D again.
Okay, so we're just worried about Boomerang. I'm gonna put worried in big quotation marks.
Yep. I would probably dip Jabu while turning in letter. I believe Chalensois is the only one who had letter to turn it in.
Yes.
And I don't believe that they dipped Jabu after doing so.
No. We were in this situation just this last week in a qual where we're like, okay, we need Boomerang. Jabu's right there. Just because like Jabu was like, well, insurance. It's like, just go in and look at the first check. Only one person on Restream tried that. It wasn't the ring, so it didn't matter. But
right. Yeah. So, do you stay in Fire? I don't think so in Chalensois' case, especially, because they still have Deku to do, and Deku will give them water to do as well. I think Schulzer may stay, even though he also has water available since he already has the irons out of Deku Tree.
Personally, I think Schulzer's gonna leave. I mean, he left DC behind. He go mode to DC. I don't see why you would go mode Fire, which it takes even longer than adult DC does. I think he's just gonna commit to going fast.
Yeah. I worry he's going to sink a lot of time into Ganon's castle, and hunting for Strength 2 and 3.
Potentially.
Happy 1 hour. This has been the exact opposite of what most people have experienced in Season 9 settings. This first hour has been wild. An absolute wild ride.
Yeah, and we like to thank you all for being here with it as Jurnus gets slammed in SFM.
Oh, no.
It's okay, Drew. It happens to everybody. But I want to thank our 4 racers who are sharing their streams with us today. Chalensois, Jurnus, Tensai, and Schulzer, thank you very much. We're really happy to see you all 4 doing something different as well. Granted, the game kind of primed you for it. Tracking today, we have some people pulling some double duties here. We have Baseball and Veva tracking. Thank you very much. And also Baseball, of course, restreaming. Thank you very much, Baseball. And thanks for being here, Mel.
Hey, thanks for being here, Burrito. Glad we were able to get this restream pulled together. I am excited to see how these 4 runners do. They're kind of all on the bubble as far as what they can expect for qualifying for top 32 or not, so it will be really interesting to see where we land this evening. And I believe tomorrow's qual is going to be the last one where any new racers can enter and still qualify and get their 5 finishes in. So I think tomorrow we might know some people who are locked in for top 32.
Yeah, that'll be qualifier number 16, and that will be restreamed over on the Silver Gauntlets, home of the Challenge Cup, which Baseball's put info in there. That qualifier starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to be there to watch if you're not participating, and if you wanted to participate, as Mel says, you better read the rules and hop in the race room and show your settings and ready up on time and all that good stuff. And get your 5. You gotta do 5 races in a row.
Yeah.
You gotta go to every qual.
Yep, and you gotta finish them. That's one of the kind of tricky things. They have to be non-zero finishes.
Yeah, you can't play around with your scores anymore now. If you've been waiting to do your quals, because I say that, but Jurnus, Tensai, and Schulzer all have at least 1-0 score they're looking to get rid of today. With this being Jurnus' 6th race, Schulzer's 6th race, Tensai's 5th race. This is Chalensois' 7th race. Sitting the most comfortable with no score under 900 so far. So just looking to those numbers are going to add up, as a lot of people do have 3 or 4 races.
Mm-hmm.
So you do want to put a best score as possible. Jurnus right now, besides that 0, has an 874. Tensai's all 900s and up, besides the 0. And Schulzer's lowest score, besides the 0, is 894. So everyone very close, hoping to get a top 32 here in Restream.
I believe all 4 were top 32 last year, or Tensei may have been just outside the cutoff, actually. Now that I'm
Yes,
thinking about
Tensei
it.
was in Challenge Cup, but he did go to semifinals. Lost to Pyra though, but 5-2. That's a good score for Challenge Cup.
And yes, Challenge Cup is going to be stacked. Top 32 is going to be stacked. I mean, honestly, the entire field of play is just so impressive at this point. Drew going again for some hovers swag. I worry that all of these runners are probably a little, I don't want to say shaken right now, but as we talk about all of them kind of needing a good score to feel more comfortable in their placement going on, this is not the kind of seed that you're hoping to see for that.
Yeah, most of our runners
hints...
are hoping for seeds that take on the longer side, closer to an 80 seed, because you're better secure to getting more points, as the points are scored off the top 7 finishes average. So if everyone's just averaging higher, you know, okay. Jets are when it's like you get way more variance in the points. So jets are generally, if you're ahead on the jet, great. If you're not, that's not where you want to be.
Yeah, I know we've seen some calculations where when that jet seed mitigation has kicked in, you're losing 10 points a minute. It can be if you're lower or higher than the average time of those top 7 finishers. So definitely kind of brutal. And that's with an extremely lowered jet mitigation.
Yeah.
Alright, so Challenswa, about to finish up Deku, has those irons, so we would expect a water dip, or I should say I would. I won't speak for Burrito.
Take a dip in water, get her feet wet.
Yeah. That sounds awful
yeah, why
right
not?
now. Here in the below 0 Fahrenheit weather.
Well, that'd be a dip into ice.
Yeah, true.
You know, I mean, water's water entrance. We got hookshot. We got boots. That's in play. We needed to feed Baronade today, or Morpha today. Also Baronade, but that would give us another song with the Forest Medallion. Get that prelude check at least. Which at this point, I think it has to be. Because you know Bolero's on Burning Cack and Epona's on Ocarina of Time, so it's probably Song of Time then. So not super exciting. Yeah, I would just keep chasing progression for as long as you can, and water falls in that category. Shulzer, though, in Zora's Domain and leaving because he didn't find that letter earlier in DC since he go-moded it. So we'll see how that plays in. Light arrows are in Shadow Temple Crusher Room.
Yep. So Shulter will be able to get those and go into Ganon's now after picking up those hovers. Just really unfortunate to not also have that letter to turn in.
Chalice-Wall going from Valley into Lake here as adult. This might be straight into Water Temple.
Yeah, I think
I don't think pit up Serenade. So Serenade being on Minuet, of course. So we'll see some Water Temple here soon. Tensai about to reverse to GTG to do Deku. Hyrule Field, I think also go into Water.
Possibly.
Or, yeah. Check.
Doesn't have the irons yet, so could potentially just be doing South Field into Hookshot extension across the bridge.
Yeah.
But our rank can basically be anywhere.
Challenge Swall going for back of lane hits, by the way. We've not seen a lot of these this season. I mean, pretty rarity. Oh, there's our duplicate for Force Temple 3 Majors.
Yeah, I will say this is probably one of the seasons that I see people like actively pursuing unappealing hints more frequently. Okay, Boss Key is in the spike walls in shadow apparently.
Cool. Bongos is going to be sitting back there forever. Like, why does no one want to visit him? Like, because no one found magic quickly.
No one found magic.
Sorry, dude. Get a medallion. But no, I agree. I mean, I've seen Cola checking Hyrule Castle too. Just because this is like, especially when you don't have all of your paths yet. If you're missing one of your path hints, you're just like, I really want to know what these are.
I'm surprised, having not done fire yet, that Drew is opting to go this way. His tracker's a little outdated, so I'm not entirely positive what information is still missing. But I think the Valley Hammer rocks were hinted in Cacopen Grotto or something like that. Oh, and Boss Key is so early.
Yeah, we have hints for both the rock hammer and the crate and waterfall. I think like all of Valley got hidden. How polite. Yeah, he's setting up for hookshot extension. So if anyone hasn't seen this yet, Drewness is doing hookshot extension across Valley, which is allowed this season.
Yep. The non-shield scoot option. Yep.
Oh, and Challenge Swall found Boss Key, and it's gonna water hop a new trick, and it's also allowed this season. Wow, two skips at the same time. Thanks for the great content, guys.
Yep.
I hate hookshot extension. The setup sucks. I hate this. I hate doing this.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, usually after a few attempts, if pause buffering is a good option. Oh no, Drew.
Ideally, you don't fall there.
Yep. You're also seeing the duality of the new tricks here, where hookshot extension is ridiculously punishing. It takes a while to set up, and if you miss, you're all the way down here.
Yep.
Versus water hop, which is virtually unpunished. You can just keep trying and trying. Oh, I see. Okay. So Drew is gonna go finish setting up Pierre before going into fire.
Doesn't want to get Pierre locked.
Yep.
Yeah, that's safe.
Yes. Everyone has Requiem.
Shoot the sun. It looks like it's a recovery heart, so we're not worried about that today.
I guess we're not setting up Pierre.
Or never mind. Damn it, Drew. Well, Shallonswa finished Water Temple, first to pick up Fire Medallion. Gonna go set up here. Drew going out to, I guess, just reverse now to go do Deku. Since Hookshot Extension didn't work out. Any hints on Boomerang? Nope, we're in full Where's the Rang mode.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we are missing. Still nothing to suggest that it's not logical AD, though.
You know what's crazy? Is that I feel like out of everyone on Resteam right now, Shallonswall's been maybe not moving they already have 5 of their 6 medallions. They're just missing Jabu. So
yeah, they're fishing, chill.
They're just hanging out. So you know, maybe just taking the really long Child 1 segment was the path for them. Like they were there for 50 minutes. Child 1, which feels like an eternity in Rando. We've seen our slingshots now.
Thanks. I don't want that. Maybe we want that. Have we seen Target in the Woods?
No, no one's gone back for it yet, despite like somebody had slingshot and was there after finishing DC, and I'm like, I think it was Shounswell actually, or maybe it was Drew. No, Drew hasn't done it yet. And I was like, you know, they could just go do Target in the Woods and finish it, but now they just left. I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I understand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way for literally one check that's in the opposite direction of where I want to go.
Right. And there is Deku done for Tensei, and
Yo, get that scale out of Temple of Time. What?
That's so funny. Deku locked both of our ways of getting into the water entrance. Huh. And alright, we are gonna get a look at Ganon's here.
Yeah, we know there's two major items in here, and Tensei has magic. Didn't pull fire arrows from DC though, looks like. So it's that Shadow Trial Shruggy at the moment. We don't have long shots, so we can't do that stuff. So if anything's in Shadow Trial, but we know, didn't we get a hint for Shadow Trial too? No, I don't think I'm misremembering. I'm misremembering. So yeah, anything's in play here. The joke would be rings behind Strength 3. I think that would be the joke this seed. And like, Strength 3 is on HBA or something.
Worst.
Downswell going out to Hyrule Field to do South Hyrule Field, it looks like. Shills are about halfway through Shadow. I mean, Shilzer has magic. He could go back Shadow if he really wanted to. I think I would just open the shortcut and leave, personally.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So which suggests that in some way. And the only options that we have for that are going to be Deku, which, as far as we know currently, is behind our logical AD, which would then mean water would also have to be behind that magic with the logical long shot need. Or Jabu.
Also, Tensei totally had fire arrows, just didn't have it on his tracker. I got gaslit.
I was gonna say, Tensei has letters, so it would be odd to skip.
Yeah, right.
Other big chests.
Well, shells are Gulbo to DC, so, you know,
yeah,
whatever. Alright, so we don't see anything in the Spirit Trial. That means one chest could be in the Climb, and that something's in Light Trial.
Be gross, yeah. Meanwhile, Drew, just making their way through our dungeons. Oh, yeah, forgot to equip the Hylian shield. You do that the mirror shield just shatters the Deku nuts.
Yeah, our other runners just used hammer. So I was a little surprised that Drew didn't, but maybe Drew was just in the flow and it's like, oh, I don't have it equipped, so whatever.
Yeah, Drew did use it on the upper scrub.
Yeah, it looks like Shulzer's just gonna go for it. So cool. Didn't open up the shortcut. We're just doing Shadow. We're doing Stone Shadow today. I guess Shulzer's just reading into this AD. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, this is an interesting choice after choosing to go mode DC, right?
I write questions like as the seed goes on in case we get somebody in an interview. And right now it says, Shulzer, why did you do X like 3?
Bolero for Challenswa. Deku done for Drew, who is going to go on and do water, it looks like. Probably actually finish setting up Pierre then, and then going fire. Yeah, both big chests. In late trial, it looks like.
Yep. So if any of those major items are important, they're behind Strength 3.
Great.
We've seen Strength 1 and Strength 2 so far, so Alright, Drew's gonna go finish Water Temple. We know it's not gonna take him that long to find the key, especially I think it was Compass Chest, maybe? Shounswall found it very fast, so it was either past the Rudo and like right up there or in the Compass Chest.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Okay.
Not Compass. Yeah, and you're not going to spend any more because this is a foolish location, so...
No, he's going to grab the key
Drew's
in
gonna
case if he has to go further.
Yeah. Drew's going to lose a little time doing this, but nothing too bad. Chounswat, hint, now knows that they have to go into Shadow. Hovers are a pretty good indicator of that anyway, but... Hour 21 Dompe race.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Shounswall was chopped for like 50 minutes, so
yeah.
Honestly, that tracks.
It's just had stuff to do.
Yeah, so it's like, well, never felt like I needed to change. Shulls are going to Bongo Bongo. Gonna get our first stone reward of the seed.
This is magic locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense with all of your paths pretty cleanly resolved and 3 important items in 4. Makes a lot of sense to kind of start here after going to Ganon's.
Right. We have seen 2 of them already. We saw Strength and Slingshot, so we'll see if Tensai sticks around to find the 3rd one.
Yep.
It's gonna be really mean if that 3rd one's on Phantom Ganon.
Yeah. And Tensei is more likely to finish this, having only Water Foolish left to do. Chounswell going in for those lights, very likely to go into Ganon's. Yeah, nothing on Bongo. Schultz are gonna head, it looks like.
Yeah, Shulzer's is gonna go do water also. Gotta do it, no it's foolish. It gives you some time to think about what you're gonna do next.
Yeah. Drew is the only one with these silver gauntlets for now. Still needs to go beat Fire, but that boss key is also very early. Magic also very early and on the way to the boss key.
Yeah. Hard to miss it in Hammer Loop.
Yeah.
Fires is like get in and get out. Rudo's letters into Dodongo's cavern on the compass chest. Shelzer go moded DC when he went in as an adult, so he didn't check anything. So that's what we're wondering is when is Shelzer going to get back there, because we need Rudo's letter to get to Jabu to get into Jabu because it's vanilla today.
Yeah. And honestly, unfortunately for Schulter, he has warps to basically every dungeon that he could go back to except that one.
Yeah. Okay, so Drew's heading to Fire. Did he go do Fire? Yep. I think we're going to start seeing our runners start to collide in similar locations now as they finish up their dungeons, start running out of things to do, and they're going to have to start making some decisions. I think right now Tensai is going to give us the most information if he goes beyond the push block room. Drew just wanted to do the fast parts of Forest, so basically everything before you have to push a bunch of blocks slowly, which I respect.
Yeah, it will be... I always wonder this. Are you more likely to go back into the dungeon that you're, like, currently in? Like, Challenswa, I would say, is likely to finish Shadow while here, and then go into Ganon's. Tensei, like I already said, likely to finish Forest, having already been to Ganon's. Schultzer probably heads to Ganon's. And then I would say either back to Fire or Forest for him as well. And all that time, the answer might just be the vanilla Rang chest.
No, absolutely. Tensai in an interesting situation now, though. He could 3-key Forest if he wants, obviously leaving checks behind on the table if you do that. But if he wanted to route Forest in a little bit of a different way, he could. I don't think he's going to, since he's specifically hunting an important item or a major item and not just going for completion here. I guess that's the monkey's paw of getting 3-key Forest early is you're like, well, I'm not actually here to finish it. I'm here for the items. Now all the items are deep.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I don't think you do in this kind of scenario because the amount of time that it saves isn't that much. Like, he's hoping to not do all of this dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you can avoid doing some of the Poe sisters, that's awesome.
Yep.
But we'll have to see where it shakes out. I don't think he's going to dip out early like Drew did. I think he's going to go look for the 3. Speaking of which, you're just pulling his magic and boss keys. So they're going to go straight to Volvagia here. It'll be interesting to see if Drew sticks around to do Deep Fire. Because he is running out of things to do other than, what, go back to Forest? Go back to Shadow?
Yeah.
Go to Ice so you can get into Spirits? No? Like, you know, or do we just start cleaning up Overworld?
Yeah, I would say doing Ice to go into Spirit is probably more appealing to Drew than to go back to Forest, hoping that the last important item is Rang. But again, there's a warp there. That... Oh, he doesn't have Nocturne. He can't pick it up easy.
Nope. So I'm saying, if he wants to go there, he's got to go to DMT, go to Ice, do Ice. Which, yeah, to your point, he has strength too. He could just be like, well, that's a pretty dense location, but we also haven't seen GTG yet. Which is inside Ice Cavern entrance today. So that sucks. You're either doing Ice Cavern in DMT and then doing Spirit, or you're hiking all the way up to Ice Cavern entrance to do GTG.
Yeah.
But you know what? Rushing Ice, whether it's Ice Cavern itself or the entrance, has kind of been winning this season, so might not be bad. Yeah, surprisingly, Shaolin just dips out of Shadow after pulling light arrows, being like, you know, I'm not going to do the rest of this. Bye. I guess it's because they haven't done a lot as adult in the first place, so there's still a lot for them to go do.
They're like, there's so much overworld. Challenswa marking down that Evil's Bane, probably a little upset to see that after checking the diary, because hovers largely only points you to one place.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna be like a logical crossing. But Not today.
Yeah, we're still looking for that, we're not looking for the other hook shot, but we're kind of looking for the other hook shot.
It'd give us info.
Prelude here from Drew makes me think that he's going Ganon's as well. Oh.
Nope.
He's going Child.
There's no way he hikes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know
no.
he wanted the song. I was like, there's no way he's going Child to hike to go to Jabu for one check. because what else does he have to do with Child?
Child Spirit?
Yeah, but he's got strength. Let's do Adult first, see how far you get. Let's see. Tensai about to get the bow chest. Shulzer doing South Hyrule Field, so yeah, stretching for those overworlds now because Shulzer's like, where are we at? To be fair though, South Hyrule Field right here, Shulzer could backwalk to Kokiri and rectify his error and go into DC and do those checks now. Now would be the time to do that, Shulzer. I'm sending you my energy. But I put money on him just warping after this.
I mean, with Ganon's available, I just...
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I don't see going... Yeah, I don't see going back to DC when Ganon's is available.
But I know, it's Ganon's 2 major items. It's an understandable play. It's just on Restream, we're almost in no mode. We just don't know where Rang is, so obviously our runners are operating with less information, but to be honest, for Shulzer having all the hints, it looks like on his tracker, he almost has as much info as we do at this point. Because it's just like, hey, Well's everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was making jokes about HBA, but Soya Sauce does bring up a good point about Big Pose, which Shulzer did try to do that without the horse earlier, but kind of sucks. So
by a lot.
yeah, I can't. Someone always corrects me. I don't remember. I think it's like a 20% chance without the horse to get the Big Poe or something.
Probably. I was gonna say 10.
Also, yeah, to chat's point, Tensai's almost on the 3rd Poe sister and still hasn't found the 3rd major item. Oh, never mind. There it is. Cool. Honestly, at this point, I think you just do the 3rd Poe sister.
No.
No, it's a bow. No, Tensai's not gonna. I was gonna say just do the 3rd Poe sister. That way you don't have to walk back here in case. But okay.
Or well, Sensei will pick up Bolero before going back there just to finish the dungeon.
Yeah. So our major items in Force were Strength, Slingshot, Bow. The only one of those that might be important is the Strength.
Bolero from Challenge Squad here. Is this gonna be GTG? Or both?
I have to imagine this is Ice. Ice entrance to GTG. For Tensai, yeah, I think Tensai's going GTG here. Yeah, that's to River. This is a GTG play.
Yep, this is definitely GTG from Tensei.
This will be information. It's a dense location. A lot of the items we pulled earlier help with doing this location.
None of this is magic locked. That's the only...
That's true.
That's the only thing that I don't really like. is that thus far, magic has not been required for anything. It could.
Girls are finally getting that bomb bag.
Yep.
We haven't seen King Zora here on adult side from Tensai, so what is it? 50 bucks? Alright.
Just money. Alright, Drew also going through Goron City here. Where
I'm just sitting here clenching like, dang, someone's gonna pull this ring and they're gonna feel really good. Or we're just gonna be sitting here for a while. And Challenge is gonna have to be like, oh, please don't make me go back to Shadow. Tensai's gonna like, please don't make me go back to Forest. We haven't seen 20 skulls yet. Challenge reminding me of that because it looks like they were at 19, maybe? So we might see 20 soon. If Boomerang's just on 20, then the seed is a good one. It's a funny one.
Everyone else probably into GTG.
Yeah, Drunus is heading that direction. Schulzer's going into Forest to chase those majors. Icy Waters. Sub-bottom. The Fountain didn't look like it had anything. Looks like the Freestanding wasn't anything. Just going straight into GTG here at the Ice Cavern entrance. Toilet. We haven't seen Toilet this season. We haven't seen Toilet be important. We saw Toilet on the restream the other day, but it was junk.
Yeah, no reason that can't be required.
And we're gonna go peek the maze, it looks like. On Tensai's side. Oh, there's a big one all the way in the middle. Let's get them keys. Looks like there was another big one back there.
We got Song of Time
From Prelude.
somewhere. From Prelude, yeah.
Yeah, so that was behind Morpha.
Yeah.
We got all our bows. We got the biggest quiver.
Oop, oop.
So Drunus is going to be falling right into GTG here, and Shallow Swall also going to GTG. So like I mentioned, our runners just are running out of things to do. So seeing them align like this is no surprise here on Restream. Shells are just a little bit off base here from the others, primarily because he did really take a big departure with that early well, and then just started routing this very differently than the others. But he's not that far behind. I think once he finds that bow on the falling ceiling room, he'll probably dip out too, like Shell and Swa did, or no, that was Tensai. So then again, he finished Shadow, so he might just be like, screw it, I'm taking out Phantom Cannon. I mean, yeah, if you get the stone from Shadow, it feels like you're committing to the AD. So if anyone's gonna finish Phantom Cannon while they're here, it's Shoulder.
If Schultzer does 3 key forests, that's going to save him a lot of time if he's not planning to.
That's a good point.
because that is the third major or third important.
Yeah,
Oh, and there's
coincidentally.
Rang.
Whoa. All right. Brush ice, gamers.
So I want to talk about this a little bit because we still go into GTG. If you are looking for one item, statistically speaking, the correct decision is to go right side instead of left. And you're seeing that play out. The right side is just a little faster and more check dense for that time commitment. So that's Drew first in go mode, and there
E-Cola's
is our
done.
first finish.
What the fuck?
I am
Wow. First 1 hour, 39 minutes, 45 seconds from E-Cola. So E-Cola had the second fastest finish time so far of the quals. Got sniped by like a minute, but E-Cola's had the highest score from quals, as they were over like 15 minutes ahead of the top 7 average on a race. This is definitely the jet of jets for E-Cola. Holy moly, that's the fastest finish time we've seen in qualifiers.
Yeah. That's not what you want to see if you're another racer in this.
No, I foresee a lot of people forfeiting right now. Being like, oh, nope. Like, if they can afford to forfeit it, I could see a lot of forfeits coming in.
Because even though he's done some of the climb, that's still 10 minutes approximately behind first finish. The good thing is that this is very likely to trigger jet seed mitigation with a first place finish early. Like, under 140 is...
Yep.
And yep.
Jean-Slaw got the ring. Gonna go back now. Yeah, so we just gonna go mode Jabu and go back into cannons. That's crazy, though.
Tensei has magic.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh, it doesn't have Song of Time.
Oh, probably just didn't back up to grab it before coming here.
Yeah,
oh, he hasn't done water yet.
I think Tensei did water.
Well, tell him to mark his tracker. Don't tell him that.
But just hadn't picked up the song, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Alpha with the second place finish. 1 hour, 41 minutes, 48 seconds. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
And Schultzer going back
2 minutes
to DC.
behind E-Cola?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Schultzer's not gonna be happy about this one.
Mm-hmm. So the real question is, how much of AD is this? We saw all the major items in Forest. We saw all of Shadow. Is Longshot just chilling in spirit?
It could be one of the major items in Gan's castle?
It could be behind Strength 3.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I don't know, it's just another seed without Longshot. I feel like the seeds that we get Longshot, you get really early. And then the seeds where you don't, you just never find it. And you don't worry about it.
Yeah. So here's part of the unfortunate... You see, Schulter is now committed to... Yeah, it still has to be behind opponents. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Shells are not happy about pulling the fire arrows either. Because I think he probably saw the finish already and is thinking, okay, I missed it somewhere obvious. And unfortunately, it's not somewhere obvious unless you're just like, yeah, rush ice entrance.
Yeah, and now best.
Yeah, he's going child. Maybe he's thinking it's just in Jabu. Yeah, he's gonna go Jabu here.
This is my least favorite experience of restream. I do not like looking at Jabu. Triple Jabu.
You don't like triple Jabu?
It's...
We're getting people saying they prefers quad forest over triple Jabu. Damn.
Give me an entire...
At least it's Gomo Jabu, so we don't have to see everything.
Yes, we get to skip 2 rooms, folks. No Ferrari.
Shells are going back for target in the woods.
No,
he's just thinking it's somewhere obvious that I missed. Alright, so Drunis right now primed to finish before the others, already on Big Octo here. Ink finishing third, 1 hour, 46 minutes, 22 seconds. If these finishes keep rolling in like this might be the new fastest jet this season. Just the question of how many people just rush dice insurance. Yeah, I think Shelzer's tapping out here. He's felt like he's lost the plot on this one. Another day, another jet. I do want to say that, like, the part of Jabu where it's like a little blue on the walls kind of reminds me of like a Fru roll-up or something.
Sure.
Smells like you. Alright, Drew on Baronade though. Let's hope for another good Baronade here. All these runners, no, they don't do good Baronade. It's fine. Nothing to worry about here, folks.
Who was it who asked for a Omega Jet?
I think it was at the like start of the race room chat.
A stupid jet in that percent is expected to be all dungeons. Dungeons. But we don't have to, because we're allowed to reverse Wasteland. And hookshot extension. We really didn't care.
Lee finishing fourth, 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 47 seconds. Not far. You know, people aren't as far behind on Ink as I thought this was going to be. I thought Ink was going to have, or behind E. Cola. I thought E. Cola was going to have a lot bigger of a lead, but people are finishing up pretty close. With Cola at fifth, 1 hour, 49 minutes, 4 seconds. Schulzer will not be joining us for an interview. It's bedtime. It is late for those
Like
in
2
Europe who
a.m.
joined for this qualifier. To be fair, this qualifier is not keeping them from getting to bed quickly. So, hey, there you go. There's that.
Yeah. Everyone's getting a little bit of their Saturday night, Sunday morning back.
Mm-hmm. So as Drew makes the march up to Ganon's castle here and takes on Ganondorf and Ganon, first, before I say anything, reminder, don't talk about other runners in this race, yada yada. No one's done anything bad, just reminder. Just talk about what's on Restream. Speculating, though, on how Ecola, Alpha, and others finished so early. I'm guessing they got around to following that well path sooner. And then once they got those well items, they pushed Adult. Similar to Schulzer. So I think Schulzer was on a pretty good route. Just the differences there being is skipping Ruto's letter really hurt Schulzer's routing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just this decision to go ice cavern entrance for GTG. And I understand why runners didn't get around that given the forest hints. Granted, you did get your second strength out of forest here. We didn't see where the third strength was, so clearly these other runners did get around there, but maybe they didn't because he didn't need second strength.
Mm-hmm.
It was just there from Song of Time. So it feels really weird to ignore the important item checks, but I think that's probably how people save time, is they just saw the Ganon's Castle and Forest importance, and they went, that's near the end, and that's a stone dungeon, I don't care. Oh yeah, it's Stuff Cola, it's really important item hints, yeah. Everyone on Restream did Ganon's and Forest before going Ice Cavern entrance.
Yeah,
the only person
I would say one of the things that I would note of Drewnis's path especially is that he on Overworld, he took the time to go to Lake, took the time to set up Scarecrow. That's 2 trips out there. So I'm sure in his mind he's going, was I too safe? Was I like, well, no. It just so happens that this almost everything was entirely on the way, except that rank.
Yeah.
Marco, G.
Yeah, GG Marco in 6th. 152.26, beating Sora by 2 seconds in 7th. Yeah, see, Tensai hasn't done water yet. I was like, I'm pretty sure he didn't do water. So he's still got to go defeat water, which won't take too long. Bosky's not deep.
Exo in 8th place. And we should start seeing some points populating in a minute or two here. Oh, or right away.
Yeah, they're usually pretty quick.
Yeah, looks like Icola 69.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Once again. Point dropped off pretty starkly, so Alpha got 1050. But then Ink, as we know, not too far behind, but still about 5 minutes behind Alpha, lost about 40 just for...
Yeah, East Cola's already done 8 races, by the way, too. There's plenty of people in this race room that have already done their 8, and now they're, like, landing these, like, new personal bests for the standard rule set on race time. So they're like, damn, why can't this be one of my 8?
GG's. Meanwhile, Drew going into that second phase of Ganon as Challenswa enters the first.
Yeah, when you have
Nice
your 8
water
done,
hop.
you can kind of do whatever you want. And obviously this seed is definitely one of those seeds where you can just play really aggressive and get paid out. Because so much was just there. It's like, here you go. Here are your items, go finish the seed.
Alright, get your GG's in chat for Drew.
GG Drew.
Hey, there we go.
1 hour, 55 minutes, 21 seconds. Still sub 2.
Hey, Schulter, GG's. And Challenswa not far behind. Get your GG's in again. There we go.
We're gonna bring Drew in. GG Drew.
Hey.
Hey,
GG's.
GG.
I hope you're not jet lagged from this jet. What do you think of the seed?
10th place with a sub 2 is pretty wild.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good seed. I mean, it's straightforward. I guess the hardest thing was boomerang. But like GTG's a really good option. It's just there were some other good options.
Yeah, walk us through that kind of end game thought process.
I kind of okay, well, like mid game, I don't know if like other people really dipped into forest at all, but like with 3 majors there, it really felt like it had a high chance of having something. And then I kind of thought the same when it came to cannons. Like it has 2 majors. I don't have strength 3, but like maybe I can pull 1, and maybe it's the boomerang. Especially because like we had seen like 2 bomb bags, 2 bows, 3 slingshots, Nehrus. I don't know. Like we had seen a lot of the majors, but I guess there was still a lot left.
Sure.
For ores and stone, all that garbage.
Yeah, on Restream, we saw everybody basically go do forest. You were the one who dipped out after getting 2 of the major items. The third one was a bow, all the way in the falling ceiling room. We saw Tensai get all the way back there. So, yeah, no one avoided forest or dipping Gan's castle at least once before ice on Restream, but clearly some people did.
Okay. Yeah, there was no way I was going any deeper than the block room for a major item. not at that point in the season, for sure. I'll say hey, Jones, well, GG.
Hello, GG's. Hello.
How'd you feel about the seed?
I spent the first 50 minutes as child, so almost half-half.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, then it was I was searching for my last pass, which I didn't have, and I thought it would point to Jabu, and then I was a bit disappointed because I thought people might miss the hovers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the seed was a strange one in that it felt like all the path hints were resolved by an hour in. Especially once you all got into well and just basically pulled all of your items you needed there.
Yeah. That well.
So we were just sitting here like, they're getting into well, and they're just like, oh great, this is too much information. We were also just debating like, is this logical AD? Like the entire time we're just sitting here staring at this.
Yeah, did AD actually having to do AD scare you at all?
No. I wasn't really thinking about it at all.
Yeah, me neither.
That's good. Because after we were like, or I should say, I was like, that reeks of having to do all dungeons, whether or not it's real.
Yeah, I didn't.
How?
I never found the long shot, so maybe it was logical AD. I don't know.
Yeah, we think it had to be, because otherwise Requiem wouldn't be path to Volk, right? Because the only thing you're missing, you get your magic in. Oh, you get your magic in there. That's right. Okay. Maybe not. Oh well. Um, how you both ended up clearing a little more of overworld than we saw the others on restream do. You know, you did Southfield, lake checks. Um, how did you choose to prioritize that over going into dungeons? Just trying to clear it on the way, or
Yeah, I mean, field I always try to do on the way to GTG entrance. Like, I would rather go forward than reverse. There's like a lot of hints in field, and the checks are good. And like, if you reverse, you kind of don't get anything from it. So just in general, I tend to route that way. As far as lake goes, I think I just went there because I was setting up Scarecrow.
gotcha.
Yeah, kind of same for me. As I said, I was fishing for a hint for Jabu, so I thought Fields would give me some hints, but of course it didn't. So yeah.
Welcome in, Tensei GGs.
GG.
Hey, thank you.
We're just recapping the hunt for Boomerang, basically. You
The,
were.
the race the race was also brutal in terms of points because if you look like the Drew was number like place 10 and only got 925 points, so it's pretty steep,
Yeah, that's crazy.
very punishing.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that new jet seed mitigation being lowered to 2 hours? We're really seeing that kind of come into play a few seeds here.
I think most of my quals have been like I think a lot of them have been sub two. Like it's just been really weird. I don't know. I've played so many Jets this season. I don't know if like 2 hours is enough, honestly.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's valid.
I don't know what it is. I feel like once we get to brackets, every jet or every seed is just gonna be a slog.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the brackets are on average because we were having the discussion on Restream the other day where part of it is obviously on quals, especially since people have already finished their 8 races. A lot of the people who've placed high this race already have their 8 done. They're just like, whatever, I'm just playing to have fun. I'll just YOLO it and see if I hit the jet. And people picking up like these steady and consistent fast times. You'll have seeds where somebody misses something and then the other person does the same thing. And then you're just sitting here like, okay, well, someone's going to figure out eventually. But yeah, so far this season, it's been pretty fast. I was just entering in what the top 7 finishes were. And this is the fastest jet of the season so far. Top 7 averaged an hour and 47 minutes and 14 seconds.
That's
Wow.
wild.
The second fastest was an hour and 50 before that. But it looks like we have a lot that float like just above 2 hours, but we have 3 quals so far that are sub 2 hours. The only thing pushing up the times is like we had 2 AD seeds so far, and then we had a 1 seed that was almost oops AD. But other than that, yeah, our averages are getting pretty low here.
Yeah, I personally am glad to see that because after the settings were first revealed and people were, testing them out, we were seeing like 3.5 to 4 hours. And I was like, what have we done? How did we miss the mark so badly? So,
Yeah, that has not been my experience at all. I think I've only played like maybe one or two seeds that were above 3 hours, and then everything is like really close to 2 hours.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we've been asking everybody who's been coming onto the restream though. We'll just go in order alphabetically. Shanswa, how do you feel about the season 9 settings in general? Don't let this seed impact your opinion too much.
Um, I think they are pretty interesting. The fact that we start with all the infos is pretty heavy at the start, I feel like. So you have a lot of brain power to start the seed where you have a lot of notes to take. And apart from that, yeah, I feel like there is missing something to counterbalance the fact that a lot of seeds feel like we have most of the items in 1 hour, like 1 hour in, and then we kind of search for the last item. This seed was no different, so it was boomerang this time, but so maybe a type of hint that would narrow down the final search, let's say. But other than that, I like the season 9.
All right. How about you, Drew?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Chell and Swan all those points. It definitely feels really fresh. Like even though I've played a ton of Dungeon ER before, it still feels fresh with all the information, and it kind of got rid of like that coin flippy like section of Dungeon ER seeds where you're just like scouting entrances trying to find like the right one. Which is kind of a pain in the ass because your opponent can just stumble into Deku and then you're just fucked. But yeah, I like these settings a lot. I'm having a ton of fun.
All right. And you, Tensai?
Yeah, I like it too. I was the biggest fan in S8 of Vanilla Bridge. I love path priorities. So just the fact that they are back for me, yeah, makes season 9 a good season. And yeah, Dungeon Yard is fun. So overall, I think it's pretty well balanced. Some of them are casinos, some others are not, which is what standard randomizer is. So yeah, I like S9. I think it's a good season.
Nice. I think you all still have at least one qual remaining too. Looks like Tensei you have 3 potentially. Drew 2 and Challengewell 1 more. How are you feeling about your scores and your hopes for top 32?
I'm in a spooky spot right now, but I have faith I can get out. It's just really scary.
Yeah, I think I have the almost exact same score as Drew, but with less potential of enhancing it. So yeah, for me, looks like I'm not gonna make it. But yeah, it's gonna be close.
For me, I have no clue. We'll see. It really depends. If I hit another jet like this one or not. If it's a long seed, I feel like my odds are better. But with jet seeds like this one, like, what can you do?
Yeah. Well, good luck to all of you in your remaining quals. We'll see how those scores end up shaking out. Challengewell, one thing that I have noticed is that getting an early like 1,000 score to kind of put that limit a little higher definitely is impacting where we're seeing people fall this season. So like a lot of people are in that same how much can I improve my score? How much can't I? So I I hope your last qual goes well. Um,
Thanks.
and I think that's about it. Finishes are still rolling in. Did any of you have any other thoughts or questions that you had for us? I'll just cut to the chase, we didn't see anything that you didn't. No one went anywhere kind of crazy this seed, so probably don't have too many answers, but
No, it's pretty straightforward and quick. So
Yeah.
I'm
No, that
good.
wasn't. The seed was easy to understand. The only thing I'll mention is thank you very much for the restream. That's very appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thank
That
you all
was my
so
first
much.
time on. Sorry, that was my first time on Zelda speedrun, so that was spooky.
Oh, that's
Oh, well, thank you so
Restream
much.
nerves.
Well, that's great. Glad that we got to feature you tonight. Burrito, any last comments?
No, y'all did really great this race. I hope your final quals go well for you, and you put up some improvement that you're hoping to see, and you meet the goals you met. And thanks again for sharing your streams with us. We appreciate you all being here. And I think we'll give it to baseball.
That's me. Hi. Yeah, thanks, runners. That was a lot of fun. Drew, Challenswa, Tensai, Schulzer. It's kind of crazy that Tensai hasn't been on ZSR. You did so well at Challenge Cup last year. But I'm glad we got you on this year. But yeah, thanks everyone. And thanks to Veva for tracking with me also. We both double tracked. Both doing super well, so that was good. And of course, Melqui and Burrito, thank you so much for commentating today. Really appreciate it. The next qual is tomorrow. I believe it is at 2 p.m. Eastern. Oh yes, I'll plug that in a second. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on the Silver Gauntlets, which I'll put in the chat in a second. Go check that out. That's where the Challenge Cup is hosted. So seeds 33 to 96 will have a tournament on the Silver Gauntlets, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to volunteer to help put on restreams, that would be super awesome. It's fun. It's easy. Link is in chat. Please help. Yeah, join us tomorrow for that qual. I'll be there, of course. Where else would I be? Okay. We're raiding over to Scrub Central. They're doing some like crazy, interesting seeds right now. So I hope you enjoy that. If you're participating in the Scrubs event, maybe don't go. But yeah, enjoy that. And we'll see you next time. Bye.